Is it not a real estate?
Is it not on real estate?
No, I'm an hospitality, is hotel, not real estate, is restaurant, not real estate. Is I'm into transportation, the road where you do work, no real estate, car park, no real estate, airport, no real estate. He said, no, I'm a banker, bank, no real estate. He said, no, I'm a politician, the Senate House is not a real estate. He said, I'm a man of God, church, no real estate. He said, I'm into software and IT, where's your tank farm? Is it not real estate? So there is no business on earth that is not a real estate. So if you are not in real estate, you are not in.
Okay, sir, you mentioned that, like anybody who isn't doing real estate, they are not doing the main deal. Good and fine. But what happens when I've seen people that I know that they can prosper in a certain business, but then there's this thing of waiting people go talk. I'll give you an example. We used to have this family friend who grew up with a grandmother in the village in Enugu that taught her how to use leaves and herbs to manage injuries, skin wounds. Like she could tell you, chew this leaf, squeeze the juice on you, and it would dry out in like 20, 30 minutes. She had the gift of it, and my mom kept encouraging her. Go to tradomedical school. Just go and get a certification and do this. She kept saying that she went to school, she studied banking and finance. She was working in, what was the name of that old bank? My mom said, Savannah Bank. Savannah. So she was growing in this Savannah. She was working directly then under this former governor. I think it was the owner, Jim Obodo. At the time.
Jim Obodo.
Yeah, I think it was Jim Obodo. She knew him. They are people, we're Enugu people, so they got her the job. And my mom told her, leave this thing and just go to a tradomedical institute, get a certification, get license for government, and start this thing. She delayed, moved from bank job. I think they sold the bank. Then she went into heavy penury. In all of this, every time she saw somebody have a wound, she would still say, I get one leave if we help you, and it will help the person. She met my mom doing one of those things for somebody in Town Union. And my mom now told her again, Felicia, will you now go and do this thing? Today, she is a multimillionaire from that same thing.
Yeah.
My question is, when do you think it is okay for people to leave the shame of what we people say and go for purpose that will help them to generate wealth?
Poverty, why are you go wake up now? Whenever you wake up, that's when your morning starts. If you wake up by 10, it's good morning. 11 is good morning. Even if you wake up by 1, that's good morning. Now, so she decided to wake up. Thank God for a destiny helper that kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and it was not late. But that's just it. A lot of people, there's what we call the 20-40-60 principle. When you are in your 20s, when you are in your 20s and in your 30s, most of the decisions you make are based on what people will say, how people will feel, because you are still immature. You have not seen life. Many times people think that there is breaking news. You think that, people will say, who are you? People are busy with their life. You are not a breaking news. And then by the time you get to your 40s and your 50s, you now realize that, I don't care whether anybody will talk. Let me face my life. By the time you now get to your 60s, you realize that nobody was even saying anything in the first place. You were the one putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. Do you know how many times you have won a brand new shoe thinking people will comment? Nobody said anything.
They're not even saying.
You are the one that is, I don't talk. You say, hey, you buy shoe. Hey, you're different from the other one. But I say you get this kind before. You are not saying no, not that other one. Be like, you are the one. Do you know that a man will sit at home? A woman will come to the husband and say, only I'm going to the salon. He say, okay, my baby, take 20,000, go and do your hair. Now you give her money. The woman go do salon, come back. The man is not even saying your hair is looking fine because
you don't forget.
Don't forget. So you are not, many of the things that people are taking, it's not like that. So to move on. So now in that level now, you choose your vehicle. So one of the vehicles is paid employment. But if you depend on paid employment alone, you can never prosper. So, but with paid employment, that salary now becomes a tool that you can now use to create wealth. So how do you now do that? That's what this book is talking about. To show you that from salary, this is what you do, this is how you go. Now, number 2, we now have what I call the trinity of wealth creation. So in the trinity of wealth creation, we have entrepreneurship, which is you starting a business. Then we have real estate.
Okay.
And then we have money/capital market. I combine the two together. So money market is bonds, treasury bills, mutual funds, fixed deposit, and
stocks.
Then stock is buying shares, and so those are the 3 that are called the trinity of wealth creation. Then inside entrepreneurship, we can now pull out another one, which is what we call intellectual property, which is you creating something that people will have to pay for. So my books, somebody writes a music song, somebody else, with all this TikTok, all this content creator, that's intellectual property. So that is where all this is. So that is now the second thing. So you need financial intelligence, financial planning. The final bus stop is financial discipline. And
Now-
that's what separates between the men and the boy. Because everything I've said now, easy to talk. Now, when it's time to practice, you go realize it's no easy.
How to create wealth as a career person is for those of you that are salary earners. There's also the pathway to wealth, and there's also another one that is down there.
The School of Money.
The School of Money. These are all the books that you need from Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. Trust me, you need these books. Now, if you are there, you are thinking, oh, I need to make money. I don't want to be all these things that Pastor is saying. This is what I want. This is what I want. You need to get these books. You need to get. See, like Pastor said, if you didn't clock it now. Not everybody get everything. Yeah, I mean, clock it. Not everybody get everything. Lawyer, not fit be doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, not fit be mechanic. Mechanic, not fit be us where they do our work. Us, not fit be Pastor Olumide Emmanuel, where God don't put wealth creation for inside the head. Take out from step to step to step. So what we're saying eventually is, look for these books. Okay, now if you can't get these books, you don't have money to buy these books, you don't know where you're going to get the books, very simple. Now, his YouTube channel, which is
Dr. Olumide Emmanuel.
Which is Dr. Olumide Emmanuel.
Thousands of videos.
Thousands of videos. He's broken down these videos. He has broken down these books. Go there and learn. This is just 2026 beginning. You can make flipping money. Take that, change how you think it should be to how it's supposed to be.
Stop spending time on TikTok, wasting good data that you should be using
Watching
to
people
get
become rich.
No, like
Yes,
we
watching
need,
people
we
become
need to
rich.
stop it, because at the end of the day, we are still going to be the same people that will complain that there's no money.
One
We
of
are still
the-
going to be the same people that will complain that we are suffering.
Yes.
And yet there's opportunity for you to learn.
One of the richest black women on earth is Oprah Winfrey. And she did the Oprah show for 25 years. And when she was wrapping up 25 years later, she decided that everybody that has never missed any of her show, she was going to bless all of them. So all the people that have never missed an episode in 25 years, they gathered together. She did a special show with them, took all of them to Australia. But many of them came as poor people.
Hey!
So in 25 years, they spent 1 hour every day for 25 years watching somebody else move from poverty to billions, where yet they remain.
You will watch and
Can
you don't
you
do
imagine?
anything.
So, and that's what's happening right. So we are watching other people make it. They come online, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they do all kinds, they deceive everybody. You believe all the lies. The car they went to collect from car dealers that they have not bought, they say they bought it. They all kind, and you believe all those things. If somebody will come, how much is your bag? 2 million. How much is your thing? If your man wants to take you out now, how much can I? Any man that does not make 10 million cannot take me out. He has to give me 1.5 so that I can do my hair. You look at the prostitute, the Olosho girl. Maybe say if you bring your father, mother, brother, if you combine all of that together, I never see 1 million before. Even if they kidnap now, ransom no go reach 2 million. You are now talking 10 million. You just wait. And then by the time you now go and do research now, funny, nothing. Someone will come and say, I'm a year 4 in a private university. They don't go school now. You name no day, you know be students. People just come online. They are just lying, talking. They should be arresting people now. With all these lies. Arresting people. Where is the place you have had sex the most? We did it in church, in toilet. They should go and arrest all those people.
Somebody have said they did in church.
He said that church, inside church toilet. You know, some of these guys just go put microphone and they you see talking rubbish everywhere, just polluting the next generation. All because they are looking for likes and looking for so God will really help us. So
Sir,
I feel sorry for the next generation.
I'm happy that we're doing this. Is part 1 with Pastor Olumide. Part 2, before the season ends, there's going to be in fact, it looks like did you know the funny thing? We're just on this book. We haven't even gone anywhere.
Actually, we
haven't even gone anywhere. We haven't touched pathway to wealth. It's just one small thing about. So we're going to go all through the books. If there are 3 episodes we will do it. Now you said something, sir. He said when you were going to Ghana, you were all about putting wisdom for singles, male and female. We live in you just mentioned part of the things that we're going through. The girls that are saying if you don't have 20 million, you cannot talk to me. If you have 20, you have to have at least 20 million in your account. Meanwhile, their pant whole day inside. They don't Yes, now when they go spread out for wall, you go see that thing whole day inside. Now, sir, what are the wisdoms that you're going to drop? Not just as a pastor, as a husband, as a father,
Yeah.
as someone that is seeing the degrading society. What is the wisdom you're going to drop? What are the things that you're going to teach to the male and the female? One, teach them, and two, in finding a partner also.
Okay, so one of the things we need to understand is that marriage is not the culture of any nation. Marriage is the culture of God. God is the one that instituted marriage.
Yes.
So marriage is the first institution,
Yes.
and God was the originator of it. So you cannot, for instance, now, if you buy this book now, there is no way you can understand the book more than the author of the book.
We write down.
True.
If you buy a camera, you buy a microphone, they come with a manual. So if you don't read the manual, how can you now be able to maximize? You know that many of our phones now can do more than what many of us are using our phone to do just 30% of what the phone
Yes,
can do.
less than that,
because
sir,
we
actually.
have not read
Yes,
manual.
yes.
That's so marriage is God's idea. So in order for you to go into anything relationship, you need to find out what is the mind of God for marriage.
Yeah.
So let me give you the definition of marriage. I didn't say a definition.
The
I said
definition.
the
The
definition. If you reject this definition, you will accept it one day when you finally wake up.
Yeah.
Because people have rejected definitions because they don't understand. So what is marriage? Marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person unconditionally for the rest of your life. Marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person unconditionally for the rest of your life. So number one is a covenant. It's not just an agreement. It's not a feeling. I love you. It's deal breaker. And my deal breaker. All that nonsense. And you forgot. How can you forget my birthday? It's over. Talk to the hand. See your life. You're already 38, no husband. With Pentagon, sister Pentagon. You are there. So because you are just today, I don't like the way he talk. I don't like the way he has bow leg, he has K leg, he's too tall, he's too short. You are just wasting away your destiny. So it's a covenant. Number two is a commitment. Because once you enter marriage, you are committed. Because marriage is the only institution where they give you the right to choose your cellmate.
Yeah, well.
So it's a commitment, it's a lifetime commitment. So you are committed to this. So if they want to commit you to something, now you go choose your cellmate.
You go choose. Now we go there together.
So it's a commitment. So covenant commitment to love. Love is not a feeling. Love is a choice.
Love is a choice, not a feeling.
Yeah.
I feel good. You may not do. If you are married, you will never feel good about your partner.
Jesus.
5 days in a year. Even begin when you born, you don't go feel good about your children. You will later the substance because but it doesn't mean you don't love them. Love is a choice. So when you say you love someone, you have chosen to be committed to the person. Yes, it's a choice. It doesn't mean everything will be good. It doesn't mean you feel good every time. Hey, I don't feel love anymore. No, it's not about.
Do you love me?
Feeling will go, feeling will come. Because one thing you need to understand is this: in relationship, a lot of things can cause what we call insulation and erosion. When you continue to do things that your other partner does not like, it can erode the feeling that they have for you. After a while, there will be a large gulf. It can become an insulation. Now, your hand, if I touch you now, you are feeling my hand, but there's a POP on your hand, and I touch you, you won't feel anything. Not because I'm not touching you, but because there is something that has covered
barring
so
contact,
people, based on their, resentment, anger, unforgiveness, bitterness, unresolved issue, there is a POP on their emotion. So the man go naked like this, woman no go feel anything. Woman go naked, man no go get erection. Why? Because there are a lot of issues that. So it's not because you don't love. So what we do in therapy, as family psychologists and family coaches, is we now begin to help you deal with those issues, so that we can remove the POP.
One after the other.
It's not that you just are not doing it again, because when you go to the next stage, you go with that trauma and continue again. So marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person. There is nobody that is perfect. There is no Mr. Perfect. There is no Miss Perfect. You are only looking for the person that is perfect for you or right for you. Because you yourself, you are not perfect. So when you are entering marriage, you are entering by knowing fully well that, look, I'm not perfect too. This person is not perfect too. But when we come together, we are going to make it work. So marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person unconditionally for the rest of your life. So there is no, because when you are marrying somebody, you are marrying the past, present, and future of that person. There is a version of that person that will not show up until later in life. That's why I say to people, You can never marry one person in your lifetime. It's not possible.
Hey.
Every man will marry at least 7 women. Every woman will marry at least 5 men. And they are all in that one man that you marry. So when you marry, so for instance, now you are 27, you meet a girl at 24, you fall in love, you marry. That girl that you met is the first version of your wife.
Of that person.
Because she's not married to you yet. There are some things she will not say, there are some things she will not do, there are some things she will not reveal. So you have not really seen person. When you now marry her, within 1 month, you begin shock. House where you don't buy before you meet her, where you don't form it, you just come, you just hear, you don't change color. So you say, no, I don't like that. No, my house, your house.
Your house, since when?
Now you have reached the second person, don't you?
Okay.
I'll be
You
lying.
can't wear that cloth. No, you can't wear. I'll be picking. Yeah, you'll be picking. No. Now, so you not face there. That's now because when you say hey, love is blind, no, love is not blind. No. If love is blind, marriage will open your eyes. Love is blind inside marriage, not outside.
Not outside.
You marry, you shine your eye. When you marry, you close your eye.
Base.
To marry, you go shine. When you marry, you now close.
If you begin shy, everything you will be forever frustrated.
Hey.
There are some things that come and go, you could just ignore.
Just remove your.
You close. That's where. So inside marriage, you should be blind, blind to the faults and the weaknesses of your partner, and sacrifice to grow together. So that's it. So once you understand that, that second wife don't come. The day that woman gets pregnant, your wife is going forever. You are now married to a pregnant woman. The day she now gives birth to a child, fourth wife has shown up. You are finished. The breast that only you were monopolizing before,
Base.
you will be on the key. Your breast, you will be on the key. They don't now help you if they don't have they will now put the baby in the between the one.
Daddy, speak to me.
Before you know, they don't collect. The boy or girl will even be pushing your hand.
Daddy.
You have entered.
Well, I'm married with my money.
Then because a woman is the one that carries the baby, there is a connection,
Yes.
an affinity between them that you can never break. So just be on the queue. That your wife is gone forever. She's now a mother, and that's how it goes.